It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning on Minnesota's 92 KQRS. Good Thursday morning. It is July the 17th. We are 1 week and 1 day away from getting on a boat together. We will discuss later in the show. But for right now, good morning, Paul Fletcher.
Good morning. The Beauty League team, Anderson Group, we're 2-0. Come on out. Watch hockey in July, friends. It's a good time.
Ryder?
So weird talking to you guys.
Every day.
It really is.
Every day.
It's,
Wow.
you know what? It's good to, you know what, like they say, stay weird, okay? Stay weird, Ryder.
Yes.
We don't want
Profound.
you anything less than your weirdest at all
Is
times.
that freaking Austin? Is that a Willie Nelson thing? Who
Started
knows?
in Austin, and it's spread
Yeah.
out to a lot of places that really have no business saying that.
That's 100% true.
And look, I love you, Omaha. Truly had some great times there. You're not weird enough. Not capital weird. I've seen it there. Kansas City, don't even get me started.
Omaha's not even close to weird.
But you know what? Hey, I've ended up face down in the gutter there. Make no mistake about it. It is Thursday morning. I'm feeling Minnesota. Paul Fletcher, what's happening in the world? Give me some headlines.
I lived in Omaha for 10 years. I've thrown up more than once thanks to the face down stuff. Hey, staff for Senator Tina Smith of Minnesota say she has been hospitalized after she started not feeling well while working at the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday. Smith went to the hospital for a more thorough examination at the recommendation of the Capitol physician. Her staff says she is being kept overnight at the hospital for observation, quote, out of an abundance of caution, and she expects to be back at work very soon. So hopefully it's not more than that, because sometimes it is.
If I had to sit in chamber and listen to them talk about those budget cuts, I'd throw up all over myself too.
Yeah. I guess a grueling job being a state senator. It's pretty bad.
How are people not being hospitalized with vague medical symptoms more often?
Undescribed. One person was killed and 13 were injured yesterday in a lightning strike in Jackson, New Jersey, most notably known to be the home of Six Flags Great Adventure. A 61-year-old man died and another lost consciousness but later regained it. The victims were between the ages of 7 and 61. The strike occurred around 7 p.m. at Black Knight Bowbenders, an outdoor archery range. It actually happened shortly before the National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning for the area. That is
Freaky.
bonkers.
That is awful. There was also a lightning strike yesterday in Norway, and an Olympic skier, a champion, was struck. A retired guy in his late 40s, some skier that skiers would know, oddly enough, hit. What a weird thing.
Yeah, that is. I mean,
Awful.
Those two in different parts of the world at the same day. Members of Jane's Addiction filed dueling lawsuits yesterday over their onstage scuffle at a Boston concert last year, prompting the cancellation of the rest of their reunion tour and a planned album. Guitarist Dave Navarro, drummer Stephen Perkins, and bassist Eric Avery sued singer Perry Farrell in L.A. Superior Court, seeking at least $10 million, alleging Farrell's behavior on the tour had ranged from erratic to out of control, culminating in the assault where Farrell punched Navarro both on stage and backstage. Meanwhile, Farrell and his wife Eddie sued the other three, blaming them for the conflict and the violence. So it's a they said bit.
Yeah, I'm taking the other three guys on this one all day long.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you don't have a contract, guaranteeing everybody's going to show up and do their job and not do certain things, I don't know if you can win the lawsuit. But there's no shortage of people like Perry Farrell who build their careers with nothing but help and assistance from people. He can't tie his own shoes on his own, but then he becomes famous. And all of a sudden, it's all about me.
Sure,
And he can
sure.
go suck it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a unique dude. He's got a unique voice. He's a unique presence, all that. You know what I mean? He's got that going for him, but outside of the rest of that,
He's a carnival huckster at best.
fair enough.
Enough. Great band, crap singer. The lawsuit, you don't hear about too many bands like all suing one guy for ruining the whole thing.
Yeah.
But man, I sure hope they win because Perry, that's on you, dude. I love Perry and his wife going, no, those guys started it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, dude,
Yeah.
you got a 35-year track record of being a douche, okay? I think we all know what's going on behind the scenes.
I remember Dave Navarro, you could see him mouthing, what the F are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Dave Navarro struggling mightily with long COVID. He's had some significant
bummer.
health issues.
Ooh.
And in fact, he gave up an insurance policy that was paying him out pretty good money because of it to go on tour and try to rekindle the band's career. I mean, that Perry blowing up the thing really messed with him in a lot lot of different ways.
Wow.
Very weakened condition. Dave used to be jacked. He's a big weight guy and all that. He's a mess physically, and Perry just it's bad stuff.
Sucks.
Pathetic.
Yeah,
Is what it is.
anyway, so go team anti-Perry. That's where I stand on this. Anyway, next.
Fair enough. Engineers have developed a gadget called the photon matrix. That makes it sound even better. That uses AI and lasers to detect and zap up to 30 mosquitoes per second. Take that, mosquitoes.
Damn.
All without harming humans or pets. Inventor Jim Wong says this thing can spot a bug mid-flight and take it down in just 3 milliseconds, creating an iron dome for bugs. Jim Wong and his company are raising money to get the photon matrix into production, and if they pull it off, a basic version, they say, will be priced at around $500, with a professional model priced at around $600.
Something tells me the Bat Lobby's going to have something to say about this.
You think so? Yeah.
Hey, man.
Of course.
Big bat? Is that what you're saying?
Back
Big
off
bat?
the food train, fellas. What are we
Right.
going to do without the mosquitoes?
Need them snacks.
That's right.
So can people just start training and selling bats?
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. All I know is, I'm a big fan of anybody that eats mosquitoes.
Yes.
I agreed. Photon matrices, batses, everything. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the legendary movie that essentially has never left theaters. Think about it.
Yeah.
3 original cast members are celebrating the occasion, bringing the movie to more than 40 cities across the U.S. and Canada, including, just announced, the Orpheum Theater on, drumroll please, October 31st.
Wow.
How about that?
Oh, wow. That's a heck of a night to see it.
Barry Bostwick, Nell Campbell, and Patricia Quinn will all be a part of the festivities in addition to a Rocky Horror-themed costume contest. The trio will take part in a meet and greet and participate in a shadow cast performance in front of the big screen. Many of the tour dates include just one of the members, but Minneapolis' Halloween evening show will have all 3 in the theater for what should be a relentlessly interactive screening. And it looks like a dream come true for big fans of this.
That's fantastic.
Which characters are those?
Oh, you know what? I didn't keep that
you
part.
know
Hold
if
on,
you see
hold on,
'em.
hold on,
Okay.
hold on. I'll tell you in 1 second. Give me 5 seconds. Here we go. Barry Bostwick is Brad Majors, Nell Campbell is Columbia, and Patricia Quinn is Magenta.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
They're all in the movie.
They are, correct.
That's true.
Haven't seen that in 40 years. It's 50 years old. I probably saw it the last time 40 years ago.
Damn.
So my memories of going to see Rocky Horror at midnight, as one did back in the day, were, wow, these people are really having fun.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it, but I never got it. I didn't dress up. I didn't go full bore, but it was a good time. And I imagine Halloween night would be a great time to see it.
I've never seen it. The ultimate test of... What?
You've never seen
No.
Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I was trying to get out of here before he admitted that on the air.
That was just way too big.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Dude.
Just don't care. I just don't care. The ultimate test of speed. You know what? You guys, you talk smack on the Marvel Universe. You don't care? Same thing. Like, I don't care.
Oh, no, I do care. I hate it so much I could never admit that I didn't. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Whatever. Fine. You and your lightsaber. Keep going.
I'm allowed. The ultimate test of speed, strength, and love, also known as the 2025 Wife Carrying World Championships, just concluded in Sankajärvi, Finland. And for the first time since the sport's inception in 1992, a non-European couple claimed the crown, and they are Caleb and Justine Russler of Wisconsin.
Wow. Nice.
And not only that, but they set a new course record. Quote, there aren't many wives in the world who would agree to this, Caleb said. She did a great job. We went underwater and she didn't panic, so we're happy.
Yeah, here they are pretty excited about it.
Feels good. She did a great job. We went underwater and she didn't panic, so we're happy. She did a good job. We're just going to have dinner and go to the party and celebrate with everybody. Never done anything like that, jump in a water puddle with my wife, so I'm going to go hear some other stories from everybody else.
Never jumped in a water puddle with his wife? That's not mandatory?
What, you just
in
meet her?
Wisconsin? Yeah.
Who hasn't jumped into a puddle with their wife? My God, that's called courting where I come from.
Maybe another, I mean, one of the biggest parts of this is their grand prize. Do you know what they got?
Please.
I think her weight in beer is usually the answer.
Correct.
Okay.
Nice.
Justine's weight in beer is what they won.
Can you choose the beer, or is it an assigned beer? Maybe,
I don't know.
I wonder if the judges look at you and go, I think they're a Kolsch couple. You know, that'd be kind of good. They just take a look at you.
I'm going to venture a guess that it's something Finnish.
I would love to have seen the wife carrying championships from, say, 100 years ago in Utah, where it's just how many do you carry, not how far. Sorry. Go on. Next.
All right.
Wow. David Byrne has shared the second single from his upcoming album, Who is the Sky? It's called She Explains Things to Me. The upcoming album features collaborations with St. Vincent and Paramore's Haley Williams, among others, and is described as building upon the optimistic themes of Byrne's previous work, focusing on human connection and societal unity against a relatively chaotic backdrop of the world. Oh, and Byrne is going to be at the Orpheum on November 3rd and 4th.
Nice.
Okay, then.
I'll probably be there one of those 2 nights myself.
Sure.
Have to.
Big fan.
According to a new study, psychedelic mushrooms could be the secret to a longer, healthier life. Researchers found that...
Now, why do you look at me and wink when you say that? Sorry, go ahead.
The wink was going back to your legs.
Got it.
Psilocybin, a compound found in certain mushrooms, might reduce cellular stress and increase lifespan. Along with finding the stuff working on aging mice, the scientists also found that human cells lived up to 57% longer in lab conditions.
Wow.
I've microdosed before through a friend, and he said you're going to be hyper focused, and it'll take the edge off. And he was absolutely correct. Now I kind of want to start trying it over and over again, see if I can live longer.
I've never microdosed. I have macrodosed on many of an occasion.
Yeah.
And boy, focus was the least of my concerns.
There I go, doing the responsible version of mushrooms again.
There
Look
it
at
is.
me. Yeah.
My favorite, out of context, all you need to know is one line of a shroom experiences was when my cousin, first time ever ingesting, at some point looked a little stressed, and I said, "Are you okay?" And he was staring at his hands, and he just went, "I got 10 thumbs." And I've never laughed harder in my life at anything.
Oh, that's the best right there.
Yeah, think about this. I laughed so hard I rolled out of a beanbag chair. Do you know how hard that is?
Yeah, because you're sunken.
Yeah.
You were uppity.
Very difficult.
Hey, can you tell us some sports things?
I can.
All right.
The Minnesota Lynx are now 20-4 heading into this weekend's All-Star game. They beat the Mercury last night by 13. A crowd of over 16,000 at the Target Center.
Nice.
How about that? Let's see what we got. Kayla McBride led the way with 18 points. Courtney Williams and Nafisha Collier combined for 22 and 12. And most importantly, the bench responsible for the last 5 baskets of a first quarter run. The bench has been outstanding, and come playoffs, that's going to be the difference for the Minnesota Lynx. The Loons dropped a game at home last night, 1-0 to LAFC.
What?
They've been in the top of the Western standings for months, but now they're in 4th place, and they've lost to the top 3 teams ahead of them at home. The Loons look like, as the season unfolds, they're one of those really good, not great teams. Sad to say, 6 of their final 11 games are against the top half of the West. So we're going to find out what they're really made of here very soon.
All right.
Minnesota Vikings former player Everson Griffin in a little bit more trouble, taken off a flight last night from O'Hare to MSP for he was an unruly passenger, is what the report said. Latest in his troubling pattern of behavior, he's attributed this to bipolar disorder. No excuse at all for unruly behavior on a flight. I'm not suggesting that. There's no excuse for multiple DUIs. But I can't help but hope that someone in his life steps up and offers him some guidance and effective assistance, and I hope he has the wherewithal to accept both. Great player, troubled man, Everson.
Sure. Let's
Hoping
get on
for
it.
the best, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, how about this? Minnesota Wild schedule was announced. Couple things to keep in mind. October 9th is the opener at St. Louis. October 11th is your first home game against Columbus. October 28th, Winnipeg, renewing the rivalry, if you will.
Yeah.
November 16th, Vegas comes to town. Screw those Golden Knights. I'm still pissed about them. And then December 16th, here's one. The only time the Capitals will be here, and of course, that will feature Alex Ovechkin, the leading goal scorer in NHL history. That's one to circle on the old calendar.
Absolutely.
How about West St. Paul? Let's just take a moment and say good morning to West St. Paul.
You know, I being somebody who was born and raised here, I'm sort of embarrassed to say I didn't know this before right now. West St. Paul, south of St. Paul.
See, I already knew that.
I didn't.
It's
well
part
aware.
of the St. Paul chaos where they can't come up with another name. So you got your North St. Paul and your South St. Paul and your West St. Paul and your St. Paul Park and all the St. Pauls.
It's actually named properly. It's actually, it doesn't stem from its location, its locale in relation to St. Paul. It's named for its location on the Mississippi. It's on the West Bank.
Ryder, tell me you're from Minneapolis without saying you're from Minneapolis. Any chance to throw shade at our brothers and sisters in St. Paul?
The smaller, more charming city.
Yeah, man.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the Morning is back. 92 KQRS.
This is tough news I'm going to share with you guys because I don't know about you, but I've spent a good bit of the last few months getting an awful lot of freeze brands. Freeze branding, it's my new hobby. It's my new passion. It's my new life.
We can't see them.
They're all, why do you think I'm wearing a sweater today? I'm kidding.
Thank God.
In fact, I'll tell you something fun about me. I've never heard of freeze branding until this morning.
You hadn't?
I had no idea this was a thing, and I am immediately shocked at just how ridiculous we as a species can be sometimes.
You know about branding, though, right?
I know about branding,
okay.
sure. I recognize branding. I've seen it happen. I've been on a farm.
Yeah.
It was jarring, to say the very least.
Yeah.
But freeze branding, the kind of a cool phrase. You know, youngsters out there, I don't want to commit to a full tattoo, so I'll just get branded. What in the world happened to us?
Anytime you take shortcuts with your body, it generally goes badly.
I think that's pretty true.
I mean, God, this is just a height of stupidity. I think
you want to roll with like Marcus Aurelius, the Stoics here. Sacrifice now, enjoy later. Freeze branding. A dermatologist, as it is National Tattoo Day, a dermatologist paid for by the tattoo lobby has this to say about freeze branding.
Friendly reminder, you are not a horse. And freeze branding or cryo branding, while it may look cool, can cause a full thickness skin injury that can put you at risk for a deep infection called cellulitis. While it may look cool at first, don't do this.
I don't even know that it looks that cool at first.
I don't think it looks that cool at all.
I saw one example in my Google image search that looked cool right when they did it.
Right.
But then it's going to look like trash a week later.
Well,
you might end up in a hospital.
I'm just imagining down the road. You're out. You're at the, and when I see people with freeze branding, I'm immediately assuming at some point in their life they're going to be doing some line dancing, and then maybe that leads to a slow dance, and then you're like, hey,
you end up in a barn.
Come in here, honey, and you got that slow dance, and you put your hand on the small of her back, and it feels like there's some Captain Crunch back there.
Captain
and you're like,
Crunch.
what the hell did you do? Did you get freeze branded, girl? That's nasty. Let me get some sandpaper on there and see if I can't scratch that right off.
Oh man,
could be all full of pus too. Could end up being like a moist grab ish.
I'm talking years down the road. It's just going to solidify and harden up. It's just going to be nasty.
Friendly reminder, you are not a horse.
I love that. It's a great line.
Anytime you have to look at a person and go, hey, whoa, dude, honey, you're not a horse. When those words have to come out of your mouth, I think we've crossed the Rubicon. I think that's how that works. Hey, a lot of times, a lot of very successful franchises attribute their skull sessions to their success. Nick Saban in Alabama, nothing like a good old film session after practice, more importantly, after a game. Okay. You learn what you did wrong. What about the fact that apparently that's something country artists are into now as well? Film sessions. What? We're going to break down that gig, by God, and we're going to look at what you did. I see you over there, you fiddling, playing son of a bitch. Anyway, film sessions, country music. I wish this weren't true. We'll discuss it in 5 minutes and 2 songs.
92 KQRS.
Trick with Surrender right there. I've seen Cheap Trick a few times in concert. Great band. To this day, I missed them last week at Taste of Minnesota. I was really bummed I didn't make it. But things come up. Life gets in the way. If you go see Cheap Trick and you watch the show, and if you're like me and you know them, you walk backstage afterwards and they're sitting around and they go, hey man, you go, hey man, great show. They go, thanks, you want a beer? Sure. And you hang out.
Yeah.
That's what you do after a show. When you're in a cool rock band, when you're a performer, you greet your friends, you feel cool. Nothing's ever cooler than the immediate moments after a gig.
Because you need that release. You're just so hyped up and you just relax and release and live in the moment.
Have a cocktail, a couple of high fives, you towel off, you feel cool.
Yes.
Unless of course, you're an up-and-coming country artist and you're too focused on your career to ever enjoy life. There's a young lady who's making her way through the world of country music. Her name is Ella Langley. Never heard of her before. I hope to never hear of her again. But here she is in a conversation talking about her trajectory and how she's going to get there and how she knows it's all worth it. Blah, 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 blah. Listen to this woman talking about what she does after her shows.
He records his whole show, goes back in his green room, and then makes him and his band watch the tape immediately afterwards. And they go through their show like it's just like a football game, you know? I think if you want to do this to a level of, I'm trying to go to stadiums, and I don't care how long it takes me to get there.
back in the green room and watch the tape?
She says she learned it from Kid Rock. He has his band.
Boy.
They film every gig, and they immediately go to the green room and watch the show to talk about what they could do better. And she's like, I'm going to play stadiums. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to get there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take that idea from Kid Rock.
I mean, definitely pattern your career after him.
The Kid Rock's, I can see Coach Rock with the whistle around his neck.
Coach Rock.
Okay.
Coach Bobby Ritchie.
Michael, you figure out how to rip off Warren Zevon. Chip, blatantly steal from Leonard Skinner next time. Wally, pretend you grew up on food stamps like I did. Oh, 3, break. Get out of here with that crap.
Friendly reminder, you are not a horse.
How about write a song that doesn't sound like your co-writer was Grok? Start with that, Ella Langley.
That's a good start.
If you like a sky full of stars, you ain't got to look too far. Love you on the back porch, kiss you on the dance floor, in a t-shirt and faded jeans. I'm a country boy's dream girl. Okay, I want to throw up when I hear that stuff.
Where's the thing about doing shots of whiskey? She didn't work that in yet.
This next song's an AI-generated ode to jorts and light beer and pickup trucks. What happened to country music?
There's such thing as wanting it too badly, isn't there? Isn't there?
Man. I tell you what, 90s country, I thought that was bad enough, but at least it was just like, hey, hoochie coo, let's get drunk on a boat. I mean, okay, I've been drunk on boats. I get it.
It's fun.
60s country, let's go back to that.
Ooh.
I'm sleeping with a coal executive's wife, and we're on Benzedrine. That was real country music.
Wow.
I think I'm going to stab a game warden. Those are real country songs. Come on, man.
Now we're talking.
Give me the real deal. It's all about pills and reds and beanies and, getting by on the mayor's wife. Come on, man.
Sure.
What happened?
Fabric of our country.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. That's back when country was country. I got to say, seriously, like if you look at the people who are in stadiums and she wants to get there, whether you like them or not, they do have a song or two that resonates along the way. I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
And I just don't know that the whole, I think we've gotten to the place now where there's just have we not reached maximum quota for songs about pickup trucks and blue jean shorts? I mean, seriously.
Have we?
I don't know that. In that world, I'm not sure that there is
songs about pickup trucks and blue. I mean, those are some pretty cool things.
Not sure that there's a ceiling for that.
Yeah.
I would just think the cup has to runneth over at some point.
No. You clearly don't understand country.
I clearly don't by design. I'm really trying not to. I've made it. And by the way, I lived in Nashville for 21 years, and I've done my best not to understand country music on any level.
So this would never happen backstage at a rock show, is what you're saying? There's not going to be
not a rock show I want to hang out at.
No.
My God, the idea of any self-respecting rock band sitting down and breaking down the game tape.
Yeah.
Now I can understand listening. Because you're trying to... Now, listen, my band in the 90s, the Black Crowes, we went from a pretty good rock and roll band to a really good rock and roll band in 1991. There was a year where it just all came together. We were on the road nonstop, and we would put the tape on and listen to just to hear what we were doing because we were starting to... we were starting to jam a little bit. We were expanding arrangements. There was a little bit of improvisation coming in, and we did want to listen back. And then we would go put on 77 Little Feat, 72 Zeppelin, because we're like, okay, that's where we're trying to go.
Yes.
It wasn't a question of, how's the performance? How did it look? How did you feel? It was more just, hey, that was cool. That little turnaround was cool. Maybe there's an idea there. It was more like that. It wasn't something about, there was never video involved. It wasn't about how's this look? And there was never a thought of, we got to get to stadiums. How do we do it? Now, that would have been nice, but it was not going to happen because we were too worried about, hey, man, listen, I do know of one rocker. I do know of one absolute iconic rocker.
Really?
I know firsthand he would make his band in rehearsals do push-ups if they missed a note or dropped a beat. He monitored what they ate on gig day because he didn't want anything hanging over the belt loop. Oh, yeah. No. I do know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I do know one rock guy and I'm happy to tell you about it, who was kind of on this tip. This was way more, and I think you'd be surprised to hear who it is.
Wow.
I spent a little bit of time in 1990 with a gentleman by the name of Diamond David Lee Roth.
Oh, boy. Are you serious?
Oh,
this
yeah.
was the guy?
DLR.
Wait, the band is not called Lee Roth. The band is called Van Halen.
Well, this was post Van Halen. This was Dave's solo career.
Okay.
This is Eat 'Em and Smile. California Girls, Just a Gigolo. Okay, so Dave left Van Halen in, 86? And by 88, he was out huge. 87, 88, he's doing arenas on his own. He had Steve Vai in the band, Greg Bissonette, a friend of mine to this day, a great drummer. His band, it was basically, it was kind of Van Halen light, if you will. And not a knock on the players in his band, but Dave just took what he did in Van Halen and added steroids and had a massive solo career for a few years. And when my band when we met our manager, Pete, who managed the Black Crowes, he was Dave's manager. He started with Van Halen, and then when Dave left Van Halen, he stayed with Dave, as he said, well, I'm going to work with one crazy person instead of two. So he went with Dave, and then we spent some time with Dave. We're like his manager signed a new band, so he wanted to be our big brother. Uncle Dave, I'll show you the ropes. Took us to the Rainbow on Sunset Strip the first time.
Okay, that's very cool.
No, that was very cool. That was very cool. But Dave was exactly everything you would think David Lee Roth would be. I mean, it's just I mean, it's like he had firecrackers in his pockets and they were going off. And he was just out, and we've never been around anything like this. First time ever in LA. Our record's not even out yet, and suddenly we're sitting at the Rainbow with David Lee Roth in January of 1990. He's the king of the Sunset Strip. And he was talking to us. He's like, he came by one of our rehearsals because we had a showcase, and he started yelling at us. What the hell is this? What? I'm your competition. You think you can outplay me? You get on that stage and you perform like there's 100,000 people in here. And we're in a room at SIR going, dude, what's wrong with you? We're trying to remember how the song goes.
Is he trying to coach you? Was he trying to motivate you? Or is he just being an a-hole?
It was all of the above. Okay. He was trying to coach us. He was trying to motivate us. He couldn't stand that his manager now had another act. He was trying to show. He was strutting around. Did
he break out a laptop and show you some game film?
He did not. But he told us. He said, if you were my band, you'd be doing push-ups right now. And we were like laughing. We weren't sure what to take of it. And he was like, you miss a note, you're doing push-ups. You drop a beat, you're doing push-ups. You turn your back to the front of the stage, you're doing push-ups. This is a show. Wow. And we're standing there. And here's us, 5 guys from Atlanta, Georgia, who are inspired by the Replacements. And David Lee Roth is giving us this talk, and we're just laughing at it. We're like, dude, what are you on? And the answer turned out to be crack. But hey, that's a story for another day.
Say what?
But he went on and on and on. And then when our manager walked in, also his manager, and saw what he was doing, he's like, Dave, can I talk to you for a minute? Dave, it pulled him out of the room. We never saw him again. It's the last time we ever hung out with him. Never saw him again. We were like, golly, dude, good luck with that.
Man. Get this guy away from these kids and let them do their thing.
Yeah.
And then his crew, but the guys, like his crew members were helping us. So we're in LA, we shoot a video, we're hanging out. We have to do a big showcase gig, like an industry gig.
Okay.
It's the first time we've ever been in LA, first time we've ever played a show like that. And so Dave's crew members were there to help us. First time I ever had someone set up a drum kit for me, I was just like, I got it. And he's like, no, man, stop. You're the talent. And I'm like, I'm the what? But anyway, so it was the first time we'd ever had real people helping us.
Okay, but like an industry gig is just people who work in music, right?
It's for the most part, a few fans. But yeah, it was at the old Cat House, Ricky Rackman's Cat House. I mean, this is LA 1990, baby. But the crew guys were saying, like, they're all just normal dudes, and they're saying afterwards, like, oh, man, on tour, man, the band, they're not allowed to eat till after the gig and stuff. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, Dave walks into catering, makes sure they're not sneaking food. Everyone's got to look their best. It was hilarious.
That is
Dave,
absolutely bizarre.
Take it easy, buddy. Yeah, anyway.
That's seriously nuts, man.
Oh, he had a lot going on. What can I tell you?
Man, crack's a hell of a drug.
But I tell you what, there's nothing I don't think there's ever been a band that he was ever near that had less interest in hearing what he had to say than when he goes, let me tell you something. I'm your competition. And we were like, no, you're not, dude. And we're definitely not yours. And you need to leave the room now. Anyway, fun times. You know what I mean?
His dad went to medical school on a GI Bill. After serving in the military. So maybe that's where this all comes from for David.
Boy, the stories I could tell. Yeah, family, the Roth family over in Pasadena. A lot going on right there. All right, all of this, far more appropriate for
so insane
off the microphone, but that's okay. Would you look at your partner and say, don't come around here no more if I gave you $1 million? This is a question that was asked of many of our fellow countrymen.
Okay.
And many of them said, yeah, sure.
Really?
43% said, give me $1 million, I'm out.
I don't think you're allowed to say that even in an anonymous survey.
It's a weird one.
Wow.
Would you leave your partner for $1 million? Again, 43% said yes, they would.
You're just getting yourself in trouble.
Yeah, I think you are. Just by speaking it out into the universe,
Honestly,
you're gonna, at the very least, there's a stub toe in your immediate future. Who moved that coffee table? It's going to be one of those.
Here I am sitting and thinking about it, though.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
there's a lot of factors.
Are you leaning one way or the other?
It's not. Hang on. Let me just say this. It's not. You can leave, get divorced for $1 million, but then reconnect later and just stay unmarried. But it's all okay because you're sharing the money. No,
it's never see them again.
This is. I mean, you might see them again. You're co-parenting and whatnot. But no, this is like the relationship's
real
over.
Ass divorce, not living with each other. Divorce.
Real ass divorce. RAD is what the legal term.
It's a sticky wicket is what it is.
Is it really?
Yeah, it kind of is because it's like talking about life-changing money. You think about your kids and what an impact it could have on them.
Okay.
What an impact it could have on both of our lives separately. Or do I get all the money?
No, you're taking it. No, you're walking.
Can I give her a gift?
No. Here,
okay, that makes it tough.
But here's a question that prompts in me. Would you give that $1 million to your spouse for them to leave you? Like, is your freedom worth $1 million? That's the true misery scale. There's $1 million on the table. You take it. Just leave me alone. Boy, that'd be it. That's a statement right there.
Listen, here's my conundrum with this one.
Yeah.
My husband, Mr. Ryder, that dude loves me a whole lot. It is very cool. He also loves money. So, like, my catch-22 is if I said no to this, if I said no to $1 million for us to get divorced, he might not love me anymore.
Wow.
Like,
see, I could see,
he'd be like, what kind of woman did I marry?
Saturday nights around the Weber Grill, he's going hot dog, hamburger, hot dog, hamburger. The other 6 days, Ryder, cash, Ryder, cash. It's tough. He's got tough decisions to make. 41. By the way, 41% in this poll said they would give up sex entirely for the rest of their lives for $1 million cash.
How old am I?
These people are not having good sex.
Like if I'm like 80-ish, yes.
Okay, sure. There's some context there.
Yeah.
How about this one?
I might take that one.
15% of people said they would frame a friend for a crime they didn't commit for $1 million.
Which friend?
You have an odd definition of the word friend.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Depends on the acquaintance.
Facebook friend, probably.
Well, sure. I'm not, hey, check this out. I'm not saying, I don't have any friends I would frame for $1 million.
Nice.
But there are people that think we're friends that I know would frame me for $1 million. I mean, like, we have very different definitions of the word.
Okay.
Like, I'm a friend to people who aren't a friend back. I think we probably all have at least one person in our life where one day you realize, like, hey, wait a minute. I'm friends with a sociopath. I need to stop being nice to this person. I'm just going to slowly back out of the room and hope they don't notice.
Yeah.
Finally, 21% of people polled said they would not take $1 million if it meant they would pass on the $1 million if taking it meant they had to give up social media.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Something.
That's good God Almighty.
I'm going to say it right here, right now. For $1 million, I'll give you all of my social accounts.
Okay,
please.
Jesus Jones.
Yeah, just give it to me, please. Give me the $1 million, and I will get rid of all the socials.
Fair enough.
Easily.
All right. I'm glad to know we all know where we stand with this.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not commenting on my $1 million marriage. Hey, listen. Rank you very much. It's time to lay it on the table. We're going to rank a very important issue here. 6 minutes and 2 songs from right now.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Gorman in the morning. It is time to play a game of Rank You Very Much. We like to throw our top threes out once a week around here.
Absolutely.
Ranking our top threes, and we'd like you to join in. Hit us up on the text line, 651-989-ROCK. Let us know your top three if you got them. This week's category, we're just going to simplify, ladies and gentlemen. Simple crap that makes you happy.
Yikes.
Right.
Let's not overthink it. What are the simple pleasures in life?
And this morning we could use some positivity on the text line, so hit us up.
Boy, we really could. I thank you for suggesting that. What are the things that make you happy? The simple crap that works no matter what. Our top three. Ryder, why don't you lead us off with your number 3?
Okay, here we go. And this one might be a little confusing, so I have some examples. But I love a Zoom courtroom gone awry. Take a listen.
This is a driver with a license suspended.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. He didn't have a license. I don't even know why he would do that. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washtenaw County Jail by 6 p.m. today.
Oh my God.
Then we'll bring this fool in. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Nathaniel Saxon, sir.
Your name's not Butt 3000, you yo-ho. Logging into my court with that as your screen name. What kind of idiot logs into court like that?
Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I'm not a cat.
Man,
every time.
Ryder, you may have already won the game. Zoom courtroom gone awry. Yes. My God, that is a tremendous simple pleasure in life.
All freaking day I could watch those.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, very, very well done.
Yeah, well played.
No notes, 10 out of 10. All right, Fletcher, number 3.
I don't even want to give mine. I'm going to go home.
You're going to have to.
I have
to?
What
you got, man?
Okay, I got this. Oh, you didn't hear that very well. I tried to play sound myself. Opening up the first fresh, crisp swig of a Diet Dew.
A Diet Dew?
Oh, God, it's the nectar of the gods. It makes me so happy.
Does that mean Diet Mountain Dew?
Diet Mountain Dew, yeah.
Oh,
bite your forked tongue.
You crack that thing open, and then the first drink when it's ice cold, oh, my God.
Listen, I'm like a former Diet Mountain Dew, like hardcore addict for a very long time. Yes, and I got off of it when I was living in California, but it was a serious addiction. This was like my black tar heroin. It was the first thing that I thought about when I woke up in the morning is where am I going to get my Diet Dews? Because they were harder to find. I would go to bad neighborhoods if I knew there was a convenience store that had my Diet Mountain Dews.
Hold on a minute.
Sounds a lot like black tar heroin.
Yeah.
See, I was a Mountain Dew guy back in the day because I didn't drink coffee and they had the most caffeine, but I don't think I've ever even tasted Diet Mountain Dew.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
My husband's a Mountain Dew guy, and he would say no on the diet, but it was like I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about it.
I feel for you.
And see, the full-blown, the fully leaded Mountain Dew that Mr. Ryder drinks, that's too much sugar for me. For better or worse, with all the crappy ingredients we can't pronounce, I just, that taste is just, oh my God. I don't wake up thinking.
Or whatever that is.
In the old van driving days, overnight from gig to gig, 2 Reese cups and a Mountain Dew would get me through to sunrise.
Oh, that's nice.
God, that's a phenomenal combo. What you just said
it was pretty great.
You ever chill the Reese's?
Not in those days, but in life generally, of course.
Oh my God,
does remind me of your problems with Diet Dew. I dated a girl in high school whose mom was addicted to Tab. Do you remember Tab?
Oh God, that was disgusting too.
Yeah,
wow.
there were. I'm not making this up. There were cases in their carport. She always had Tab, and there was one time at a high school basketball game where she fainted. And her daughter, seeing her mom faint, said the words like as if it was like she goes, "Oh no, someone get a Tab!" That I seared into my memory. I'll never forget it. In real time, I went, "I'm never gonna forget this," and I never have.
You never have.
Yeah.
I'm thankful I'm able to control it. You've eradicated it. It sounds like altogether.
Yeah, I switched over to coffee.
I used to be 2 to 3 to 4 a day, and now I just have them when I feel like it, which isn't that often, but so
fair
good.
enough.
First swig is so good.
Kudos to both of you for getting off that dragon.
All right, Steve, what do you got?
Number 3 for me. I got just 2 words for you. Talk about you go Zoom courtroom gone awry. I'll go into the rabbit hole when I need to feel better. 2 words: Keith Jackson, a royalty of college football. Rose Bowl 2006. Anytime I hear a Keith Jackson clip, it's Saturday afternoon, it's 1979 or 1989 or 1999.
Sure.
It's all still in front of me. Keith Jackson, the Big Ten still had 10 teams. Remember? The world used to make sense. Yeah, the Big Ten, get this, had 10 teams.
Wow.
And Keith Jackson, good afternoon from Ann Arbor, Michigan, where the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame come in, and they've got, come on, man. The man would say, playing center for the Irish, he wears the cowbell. He just had the best things, always. Could have been a fumble. I love Keith Jackson. Nothing makes me happier.
That's
all right.
Pretty good.
See, for me, it was Harry Carey on Cubs games. All right. Hi, Pop Fly. That wouldn't be a whole.
Poor man's Keith Jackson.
That wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth because it would just go straight up. Or Gary Thorne calling hockey games for me.
Sorry, man. Keith is the king.
Yeah.
I can abide no one more than Keith Jackson. All right, Ryder, number 2.
Number
Let's
2,
go.
I'm going to make it short and quick. It is 2 words. It is shower beer.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've mentioned this before in the past on the show.
Yep. I dig it. I dig it. Topped only by shower cigarette if you're so afflicted. But yeah, shower beer is pretty strong.
What makes a beer in the shower better than a beer anywhere else?
Well, you're probably in the shower because you've been working hard.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then it's just so much colder in the steam of the shower.
Okay.
The can has some great condensation on it. It just tastes even more refreshing going down the gullet.
This isn't a morning shower before work. This is after you've cut the grass and cleaned the gutters, and and it's generally that first beer of the day. You can't wait to get out of the shower, so you take it in. Yeah. I'm on
probably
that.
4 or 5 in the afternoon.
There you go.
Good.
Fair enough.
Fletcher, number 2.
I can't judge because I've never done it. All right, mine. This is a little, I don't know, whimsical.
Oh boy.
Just sitting on a clear night. It's laying down, sitting in a chair on the deck, and just staring up at the stars.
Oh, come on. Stop trying to be meaningful here.
I can't help it, man. It's like that's one of mine. I love it, man. I just sit and wonder and stare and see what you can see and see what you can find and try to track down. Tailing off the dipper goes to there and this and that. It's just it's awesome.
I love looking. I love a good night sky, but it's been different ever since I got that Flight Radar 24 app because I can't stop looking at flights and go, I wonder where that plane's going. So it's ruined it for me. Again, iPhones to the detriment of us all.
Fletcher, you ever see a satellite buzz by and then see it come back again?
You know what's funny is I was just going to say this. A long time ago, my wife and I went camping. This is before we knew about like satellite patterns and whatnot. And we're like, what is that? And it was dumb. It was mystifying. We were mystified, but just like staring at that thing. Like, what is that? It's a UFO. But and we've seen them since. Yeah, you go out to there's a spot up in Kettle River that's just, it's God's country. It's quiet. It's no light pollution. Yeah. And you just sit and stare and you can see the satellites.
Last summer, Rosemary and I went up to Nisswa, had a cabin for a weekend, and we were sitting out by the water looking at the stars, and a Starlink, it was like 12 satellites in a link up all in a row went by. They looked really low and really bright. It was for half a second I was like, finally a UFO. Oh no, that's one of those Starlink things I'd read about. And then I Googled it and it was saying like, oh, you'll see it tonight right here. Anyway, always pretty cool. My number 2, the intro groove to Sgt. Pepper's Reprise, Side 2, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This is the baddest straight drum groove of all time. Put it on a loop like we're doing. Look at me. I literally have goosebumps. Because trust me when I say this.
It's because the air is on in here.
You can't play this. I can't play this. Dave Grohl can't play this. Nobody can play this.
Really?
Only Ringo can play it where the feel is exactly that. That's the greatest example, the simplest example of what was so special. The gap in between his right foot and his right hand and his left hand. All drummers, all you have is feel. It's all different. And no one can replicate the specific perfect feel. I will take that over anything any other drummer's ever played forever. And because I'm the one talking right now, I'm right. There it is. All right. We've got to get to our number ones right now. Simple crap that makes you happy. Ryder, what's your number 1?
You two know how much I love freaking Menards.
I
love a Fleet Farm too, but Menards is closer to me. But you go in there, everything smells great. It's got everything you need. I just love being there.
Man. Do you need to spend money or is just walking in make you feel good?
Just walking in makes me feel good. Like if I'm bumming, I'll go to Menards.
All right. Very good.
It's your therapy dog.
I know I know what to get you for Christmas. Don't ask questions. Just get in the car. All right, Fletcher, number 2.
You know what? It's cheesy as hell, but it's come in twice on the text line. Our friend Rochelle said it, and another person said it. Specific to me, it's my kids laughing their asses off. It's it makes you remember why the hell you made them.
Okay.
And, you don't need anything. You just sit back and just listen to them enjoying each other's company and laughing their asses off. It makes me happy. It makes the endorphins go up. It's all very...
I want to say something snarky, but I'll hold back.
Do it. It's okay.
The kid. That's why you made them, to hear them laugh, not so they take care of you when you get old?
No. Yeah. For that. Maybe we'll get to that point, but for now, it's just...
When you're old, they're going to be laughing at you, and then it's going to sound very different.
Maybe.
My number 1.
As long as they're changing my bedpan.
Silence. Oh, man. Isn't that nice? Is there anything better?
Golden. I think they say it's golden.
Anything better than being indoors with zero sound? I have a dog who hacks up his lung every 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I have a cat who refuses to be left alone and howls about it 24/7. I have a phone that never stops chiming. I have a wonderful wife. We talk a lot. And then I've got a raging case of tinnitus that sounds like a marching band in my brain. So basically, I haven't heard silence in years.
Oh,
but
dude.
from what I remember, it was awesome. Oh, what I wouldn't give.
Does the tinnitus, is it tinnitus? Tinnitus? Okay. Does that ever, like, do you get any moments where you don't notice it?
Oh, God, no.
No? Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well,
man, that's been going on since the 90s. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, I have. Mine's a little higher pitched than that, but I've got it as well.
No. The gongs never stop a-ringing. All right, there's your top 3 from all of us on Rank You Very Much.
Good.
I'm from a long line of not runners.
Same.
Okay.
Man, do I not enjoy running, and neither does anyone named Gorman that I know.
My kneecaps are not a big fan of it either.
Yeah, just not a runner in the whole bunch.
Unless being chased.
A lot of sports. Grew up playing a lot of games. But running, if there's a ball involved, sure, I'll do it all day. But just running for running's sake, man, it's just absolutely torture. Yes, Ryder?
Friendly reminder, you are not a horse.
Thank you very much for that.
Valid point.
So I have great respect for runners, though. I mean, because it's running a mile has always been a grueling thing for me. Running a marathon is quite literally impossible to imagine.
26 times a mile.
Yeah. I can see myself walking it in a couple days. Running a marathon, absolutely crazy. I have one brother who did run a marathon once. My oldest brother, Bob, the year he turned 40, which is a while ago because he's in his 70s now, he decided at 38 or so, I do 4 or 5 miles a day. I'm going to train. I'm going to run a marathon. He ran the New York City Marathon the year he turned 40.
Okay.
And then he got sick for the first time in 15 years. And for the next 2 years, he completely fell apart. Cold, flu, knees, ankles. Like his body betrayed him after a year of training and then the actual marathon.
Wow.
And me in my mid-20s at the time, I was like, okay, lesson learned. Don't train for a marathon.
Yeah.
He was only 40 when that happened. How about
Bob's body was seeking revenge upon him.
Absolutely. So that's Bob Gorman. What about Bob Backer, a man who is 80 years old and a man
40.
And a man who looks at marathons and laughs. He goes, "Oh, please. How about running the Badwater HQ Marathon at 80 years old in Death Valley?"
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a run.
It's hot there.
It's real hot there.
Mm-hmm.
My man tried to do it at 77 and couldn't, so he was like, oh, screw this. I'm going to make sure I get it. And now at 80, Bob Backer ran this bad boy, 80 years old. And correct me if I'm wrong, this is not just your average marathon. This is 135 miles.
They call it an ultra marathon.
Not 26 miles. I'm sorry. 135 miles through Death Valley. He's 80. Shockingly, he had enough in him afterwards to actually speak.
When you turn 80, think of other things to do, not this. To have this kind of a welcome and all along the course, and pretty overwhelming, really. It's fabulous, it really was, and I'm just so glad that we were able to make the finish line this time.
It's amazing. You were strong at 77, but most people wouldn't imagine that you could rebuild yourself even stronger at 80.
I had a score to settle, buddy.
Score to settle. He was pissed off at the desert. Come on.
Yeah. He was angry. His back gave out on him when he did it at 77. And he finished, and he still finished it, but it was 17 minutes after the cutoff, so it didn't officially count. That'd be enough for me.
I mean, the guy, whatever the guy's selling, I'm buying. Put it that way.
Yeah.
If I met him and he just kind of looked at me and said, "Hey, I was thinking, you want to put a little paprika in your socks?" I'd say, "Okay,
sure."
Whatever bizarre things he's doing to get through the day, probably good for all of us.
Hey, get this. I found this to be fascinating. The last 13 miles of that 135 through the scorching Death Valley is all uphill. Just to make sure you haven't cheated yourself by running 135 miles.
That's a badass right there. Bob Backer, man.
Ultimate badass.
Holy smokes.
He wore Crocs.
Is that true?
No, I made
Oh, man. I was about to get excited there for a minute.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
The truth is always stranger than fiction. That's what they say, is it not?
Sure.
How about this? The story of Fauja Singh. Fauja Singh, he's a gentleman from India. He is apparently the world's oldest marathoner. My man completed a marathon at the age of 100 years old.
Wow.
Damn.
100. He was a torchbearer at the 2012 London Olympics, in fact. He didn't start running until he was 89 years old. This part's a sad story. He lost his wife and his son very close together.
Okay.
He was just beside himself with grief, and he took to running to just work through it. Found himself to be, as they say, a natural, as much as a natural at the age of 89 can be.
Yeah. Cool.
He finished the London Marathon at age 89. When he was 100, he finished the Toronto Marathon 5 hours and 40 minutes. I mean, this is crazy.
100 years old, 5 hours.
The last time he ran a competitive race, he was 101.
Okay.
That was in 2013.
That's a while ago.
He's 114 now. And, well, what I should say is he was 114.
What?
My man passed away this week.
Oh.
At 114.
Usually they've got some great advice about, drinking and smoking. He'll probably say something about run until the end or whatever.
Probably something like that.
Yeah.
114, that's a good run.
But I can tell you what he didn't do. He didn't lie down peacefully and go off into that gentle good night.
Oh, no.
He didn't...
it wasn't old age?
Didn't contract some sort of illness that brought him down. No. At 114 years old, still in wonderful health, here's the ironic story of the day. Hit by a car.
No.
Hit and killed by a hit-and-run driver.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
A hit-and-run drive. The man's 114 years old. He completed a marathon at 101 years old. He's still walking himself around just fine. And he stepped out in traffic and got hit by a car.
Oh.
If it's not an SCTV skit, it's not something you just can't make this up. I mean, what a way to go after such a long run on this planet.
Live every day like it's your last because you just never know how it's going to go.
I will say this. I just have to throw it out there. 114, maybe he said, this guy's going fast. I think it's time. And just stepped out in front of it. I mean, you never know. What are the chances, though, seriously? How many times have you heard about a 114-year-old person dying where you went, you got to be kidding me? I'm saying it right now. You got to be kidding me.
Right.
A car?
They're all in wheelchairs.
Come on. Anyway.
It's got to be the only time that in the history of the world that a person that's 114 years old has been hit by a car.
I would say that's probably a safe bet. Fauja Singh, hats off to you, brother. Nice long run.
Good work.
Here's the last word for the day. Okay. Next time you pick up a deck of cards, give it a good shuffle.
All right.
Take 10, 15 seconds, really work through it.
Okay.
And know this, that shuffle, if you laid them all out, that deck in order will be unique. As in, no one in the history of humanity will have ever shuffled a deck of cards exactly like the one you just did.
Really? Even if I take the jokers out?
And no one ever will.
Okay.
And this is not just me. This is mathematicians agree with me. It's not that no one has ever done your specific shuffle before. Never in the history of humanity have two shuffles ever been done the same.
Huh.
Really?
How do we know? I'll tell you. Count the number of shuffles possible. The first card in any shuffle can be one of 52 cards, right?
Right.
The second card is any one of 51 cards.
Okay.
Et cetera, et cetera. So what you have there is a 52 factorial. To find the number of shuffles possible, multiply 52 times 51 times 50 times 49 all the way down to 1.
It's a lot of math.
Don't do it on your calculator. Don't use your calculator. There's not enough room for the answer. The number starts with an 8. It ends with 12 zeros. And in between, there are 56 more digits.
Oh.
That's how many number of shuffles there are. That's how many number of atoms are in our galaxy. In one deck of cards, that's how many shuffles. So enjoy all your shuffles. They're special just like snowflakes.
You are not a horse.
I genuinely have a headache right now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yes.
I never would have never thought of that.
I never would have never thought of that either. Tomorrow on this show, Nate Abshire, a comedian, a good friend of the show, a good old guy. He's going to come in around 8:25. Fletcher, what you got next?
You know what? I'm actually going to have a whole bunch of fun because I'm going to give away some tickets for, I've got the Avett Brothers and I've got Rock the Boat 80s cruise passes. And just after 10 o'clock, I'm going to play an artist who's posthumously getting into the skincare game.
Wow. That's a nice one.
Okay,
all right, tickets and skincare trivia. Very exciting. Keep it right here on Minnesota's 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the Morning is also Gorman on the go. Get the 92 KQRS app and stream live or catch the Gorman in the Morning podcast anytime. 92 KQRS.